Evening, folks. Welcome to the brickitectLIVE late night radio show. It's been a while, so I decided to do one, and I'm actually kind of afraid to go live right now, or just in general on YouTube, because they don't seem to be sending out notifications ever anymore. I've had some luck here and there. I actually did a live stream from my computer. It seemed to work. It looks like, wow, my goodness. We actually have people showing up here. YouTube, thank you for fulfilling your end of the bargain. I really appreciate you, but that fear is gone now. Hopefully that was just a temporary thing. I was watching Lego Freak's live stream as I was building the Eiffel Tower. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see what happened there. It's now the Invader Tower, and he said that he had some issues with having people attend the stream. It still says that 0 people are watching, but the chat's lying, possibly. Or the chat's telling another story. That number's lying. It's really weird, though, because it says the stream health is kind of sketchy, but hopefully you guys can hear me. And nothing to really see here. This is the late night radio show. This is your first time ever being to one of these. Basically, I'm just here to talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Say hi to everybody. Just connect on a deeper level. I don't know what we're doing here, but I enjoy this kind of stuff. Easy's Boys is here. Welcome, Easy's. We got a lot of people here. We got a lot. Thank you guys for coming by to hang out. I appreciate it. If there is any topics you want to talk about, feel free. We had a pretty good day today. Had fun. Built that Invader. Clarkman was... Actually, I did a lot of editing today. It wasn't that fun of a day. Yesterday was a fun day. Today was the not so fun day. Tomorrow's video you guys are going to love on Brickitect. It's going to be great. Kmart shopping, boys. Went to Kmart, did some Lego shopping. We did some train shopping. Probably split it into 2 different videos because there's kind of 2 different audiences. I got the Lego group. I've got the train group over on Greg's World. So I'll find a way to work that into 2 different videos. And you guys can watch whichever one you're interested in. Maybe even both. Maybe you'll watch both. I don't know. What did I have for dinner? We had, really, it was just a very simple meal. We had tuna melts, something I was kind of hungry for, in soup. It's like super cold out, so I really wanted, found this just amazing soup. It's Pacific brand creamy tomato soup. It's organic, so it's a little more expensive. I'm not saying that to flex or anything like that. It's just, that's what it is, and this is a soup that I love. So if you guys ever find Pacific brand creamy tomato soup, give it a shot. This video is actually, this stream is brought to you by Pacific. If you guys are looking for, I'm just kidding. I don't have any sponsors at this point. Will said his Kmart closed. Yeah, dude. When you see tomorrow's video, you'll see that our Kmart's probably going to be closing at some point too. There's literally like 6 people in the store at most, including me and Clark. So, yeah, the future doesn't look good for Kmart. It's going to make me sad when they're gone because it is like this place that I remember from my childhood. But with a lot of things from my childhood, now that I'm an adult, they seem to be disappearing. You have things like Toys R Us that it's gone. Our mall, the mall that we have in our area is basically deserted. In fact, there was a news story that said that the people that own the Lycoming Mall, which is the closest mall to me, they didn't pay their sewer or water bill or something, and the mall is going to be like, they're going to have a sheriff's sale. So literally the mall is getting foreclosed on. What else has gone away? Think about things like movie rentals, Blockbuster, all the things that used to exist in real life that are now digital. So you don't have Kmart anymore, you've got Amazon. You don't have Blockbuster, you have Netflix. You don't have Toys R Us, you have Amazon. You don't have Kmart, you have Amazon. What I really fear for, you guys know I'm a huge Amazon fan. In fact, they do provide me a little bit of money each month with Amazon affiliate. If you guys need anything on Amazon, there's a link. Is there a link in the description here? There should be. I don't think there is. What's going to happen when Amazon essentially corners the market? They're the only place, and then they don't have anyone to compete with. Does shipping start to get a little slower? Do the prices go up a little bit? What happens when there's no competitors? I know people thought that about Walmart, but now Walmart's like, oh crap, we've got to compete with Amazon. So I see a lot of competition going there. But what happens when Amazon edges out Walmart? When people realize they don't really want to go to a store anymore to shop for things. So it kind of worries me. And now you got Jeff Bezos, who's the owner of Amazon. He's getting divorced. His wife's about to be the richest woman in the world, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Good for her. Hopefully she had some part in that, the fortune that they've made. So that's what's going on in the world of business. Welcome to brickitectLIVE Late Night News. PJ says he finally caught a live stream. Yeah, I guess if I do it late enough, some people actually show up. This time right now is really terrible for people outside the United States, but it turns out the majority of my audience is in the United States, of course, and the vast majority of them are on the West Coast. So right now is actually a very good time for me to stream, not only for my schedule, but also for those peeps that live out there. EH says, it'll ruin our whole experience and future memories. Yeah, dude, like I think about even things like, I feel like old time attacked, but I think about this really cool arcade that was in our mall, the mall that's being foreclosed on, and how much fun I had there as a kid. And the toy store that was even within the mall that was there before Toys R Us came along. And all of these things, young kids like Clarkman's going to have no experience with. You know what his experience is going to be? His experience is going to be going to an iPad and clicking on something that he wants, and it shows up the next day or 2 days later or something, and it's kind of sad. There's something special about going into a place. Maybe we should try to revolt. I know everyone's looking for the lowest prices ever, and that's what I do too. But maybe you should try to support these brick and mortar places that are eventually going to go. You know, I was thinking about movie theaters. Probably, really the only thing keeps movie theaters in business is the fact that they have a monopoly on having new movies when they come out. Because if you think about it, if it just came like release day and you could do 3 options. You could go to the movie theater and spend, $50 for your whole family to go there and get snacks and stuff. Or you could buy the movie at the store for $25. Or you could rent the movie for, say it was even $20 to rent. What option do you think most people are going to take? Do you think most people are going to go to the movie theater anymore? They wouldn't. Because in most cases, most people have a setup at their house now that rivals movie theaters, if not even better. Like I would say the video quality off of even a 1080p television, say you have a larger TV in your living room, is probably better in the movie theater. Plus you don't have to deal with traffic, crowds, overpriced snacks. You can watch it at your leisure. Start it when you want. Stop it if you need to. If you need to go to the bathroom or whatever. Movie theaters would be gone. Maybe there's some people that like that experience of actually going to a theater and sitting around a bunch of other people that are like coughing on you and kids crying and stuff like that. But I would imagine the majority of people would do the rental option for $20. So that could be the next thing. The thing is they cornered that market. So they're kind of forcing you to go to the movie theater and paying exorbitant prices to do so. Like I think if you think about having a family of 4, you go to a primetime movie. Say it's you, your wife, 2 kids, or your husband, 2 kids, or you, your brother, your mom, and your dad. Everybody, it's like $40 to get in there. That's why movies make so much money. But we talk about some other things other than how everything's getting worse. It's kind of a depressing thing to talk about, but it is the reality of what's happening. Probably not something you're used to talking about on a Lego live stream, but this isn't really a Lego live stream. It's a little bit of everything. Let me go through the chat here and I'll see if anybody has anything to talk about here. If you guys have any topics you're interested in me covering or discussing, we can do that. Yeah, I do see some people in the chat here saying they like the movie theater. It's the experience, I suppose. Maybe I'm taking the whole movie theater thing and kind of bringing it over to the whole, why go to a toy store when you can just order online? Maybe there's that experience. And they are super comfy, especially when it's like really hot out and you go in there and it's air conditioned and it's real super, super cool. And they got delicious popcorn and $14 drinks and stuff. Any news on my play button? Asks Easies. No. I did get verified over the weekend on Greg's World. Basically, you just have to send them a request to do that. Like I guess this is silly for me to think this, but I guess I just thought everything would happen automatically with YouTube. I thought, okay, I hit 100,000 subscribers. They're going to send me my play button. That's going to be really awesome. They're going to do the little verify thing. I could give 2 craps about the verification check mark. It means nothing to me. But the play button does. Like the play button I'm going to put up on my wall, and every time I look at that, I'm going to be proud. I'm going to look at that and be like, I accomplished something in my life Did I? I'm proud of it. You know, whatever. Even if it is just a button and it just means some silly number, but no, I have no. They haven't done anything. There's nothing for me to like click on. There's no way for me to like. Maybe I could ask them. Be like, hey, how do I go about getting this thing? Because I want that. So we'll see. First world problems, huh? Dude, I don't really care about a play button. I would trade a play button if they could guarantee me. I'd say, keep the play button. Just guarantee me one thing. Every time I click that button to go live, you let the people know that want to go to a live stream or to see my live stream that it's there. That's all I ask. Because I did Good Morning World last Sunday and clicked the button and I thought I was going to like fix all my problems because I was really discouraged with our Saturday night stream that I was so like excited about doing, and then no one found out about it. And all it did was just make me more angry because nobody showed up. Not because they hate me, but because they didn't know about it. And I had some things I want to talk about, and I was going to talk about them at length and kind of engage with the chat and do what I typically do. But no one being there just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So it was like a 7-minute video. I was like, okay, this is what happened. I'm out of here. Then I just went and sulked, I suppose. So, what do I think about Ghostbusters 3? I have no idea. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on that, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I'm probably more likely to have, back to the play button thing, I'm probably more likely to have 200,000 subscribers than to have a play button, if I had to guess right now. Again, first world problems on YouTube, but the cool thing is, once you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you become like a first-class citizen to them instead of just someone that they like step on every time. And you can actually, when you need help, you can actually talk to a real person, whether they're from the United States or wherever they're from. You can communicate with somebody at least. But when I did that, the only response I got was, make sure your subscribers have notifications turned on. I'm like, dude. Okay, I'll tell every single person that didn't get notified to turn on notifications. But if you're here, if you happen to find us somehow, make sure you click the icon there to have notifications turned on. Any other topics we want to talk about? This stream is completely dependent upon you guys as long as it goes. If it's a 12-minute stream or a 2-hour stream, which it's not going to be. I guess I shouldn't exaggerate to such extremes. But any topics you guys want to cover to talk about, I'd like to stay away from have I seen X movie or trailer for X movie, or am I getting this set? Let's go into something bigger and better than that, guys. I think we can do better. And as I say that, that's what the comments are. Easy says, I'm going to have to DM you about getting verified because I've done nothing yet. Yeah, when I was trying to get help with my live stream thing, I saw a thing that said you can email them about getting verified. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And 10 minutes later, it happened. What's my favorite food item? I think, like a lot of people, pizza. I could eat pizza all the time. And I'd gladly take that challenge on. Challenge me, bro. Disney killing Star Wars? What? Do you mean that literally or figuratively? Because I feel like Disney's done the best thing that they could have possibly done with Star Wars, which is purchasing it and starting to crank out some new movies and stuff. So I'm pretty stoked about it. I like the new storylines. I'm not too crazy about them going back in time. I liked Rogue One. Solo to me was like okay, but I loved 7, 8. I'm looking forward to seeing where 9 goes. I'll be watching that opening day, I'm sure, and it's better than George Lucas sitting on it for 20 years and not doing anything with it, right? Unless they're actually killing Star Wars, which I highly doubt because there's too much money to be made. Oh, the pizza talk's coming out. PJ says, love pepperoni and olive pizza. What? Olive? I'm not doing the olive thing. I'm down with pepperoni though. Solo was amazing. Best Star Wars movie. Brick by brick. Are you on drugs again? Solo was... It's the worst Star Wars movie that they've made since Disney's bought Star Wars. Jim Blade really enjoyed it. It's not his favorite movie. See, that goes to show you right there. Jim Blade's favorite movie is whatever movie he watched last, including the Emoji Movie. Him saying Solo is not his favorite movie definitely shows that Solo isn't the best. Star Wars fans are triggered. I will say I love The Last Jedi. I know a lot of people didn't like that one. I liked it. There, we got some people agreeing with you on Solo. Maybe it's one of those polarizing topics, this whole Solo thing. I don't know, I watched it and I was like, it didn't leave me with the feeling that I had when I watched Rogue One or when I watched The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens. I like the new, yeah, demonetized? What did I say? Oh, because I said drugs. Oh no, I think we're going to be getting buffered here, boys. They're saying the stream health isn't good. Bear with me. Oh. What happened, YouTube? Let's see if we come back. All right, it's saying we're good again. Let's see what happens here. Did my stream die out? You guys will have to let me know if you can hear me. Oh, man. I guess I'll just wait. Everything's looking good on my end. I don't know what happened with YouTube. It's working now. This is going to be like a two-part stream. Every time that happens, it seems like it said stream complete, and I was like, really, bro? YouTube? I think they listen in, and they know when you're trash talking them, and then they're like, we're gonna get this guy. I'll tell you what. You can hear us. Okay. All right. It's still saying that the video output's low, even though on my end, everything is looking fantastical. It just crashed and fixed itself. It's going to crash again, I think. Yeah, I think YouTube is out to get me confirmed. Did I see Alpha was here? Yeah, he is. He likes Solo. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Secret conspiracy with YouTube confirmed. All right, looks like we're back. We're back good again. I really feel like the stars are telling me to not live stream. With this whole last week of things that have happened, I'm like, live streaming maybe maybe isn't the future. I don't know. But I love it. I'll keep doing it until YouTube doesn't let me do it anymore. Then I'll go to Twitch. I would be curious to know, like, on Twitch. I know that's where everyone live streams. At least video games. Do they have these streaming issues that I seem to have pretty consistently on YouTube? I guess the other thing with YouTube and live streams is that they give no craps about promoting live streams to people that watch YouTube. Like, when's the last time that you were just browsing YouTube and they suggested a live stream to you, other than like brickitectLIVE or whatever ones you typically watch? Doesn't happen. And I think that's why you don't see any like big time YouTubers live streaming. When's the last time you saw insert famous YouTuber name here live stream? No one does it. Most times though, that's because that they're not authentic and they're not real people, and going live would reveal that. They're not the people that you see in the videos. I feel like you can only live stream if you are real. Al says, as someone who watched Empire and Return of the Jedi in theater and not just the re-releases, but the first time. Yeah, maybe that's my problem. I don't have a huge connection to the original Star Wars movies. I just like this new storyline and where that's going. PJ plays a Star Wars tabletop RPG, and it's awesome. I heard about the Fallout one. I heard it's pretty good. It's like a board game or whatever, but you can play it by yourself, apparently. What do I think about Brick Queen? I don't watch your channel, so I don't really have an opinion. I did watch their video where they quit Lego or whatever a long time ago, and I really thought they handled that the wrong way. But that's the only thing that I can comment on there. Alf says the new movies are good, but have something not like the originals had. I'm not sure what that means, but have something not like the originals had. I think some people are bitter about them kind of reusing the storylines, but I feel like it's a good thing because they're introducing Star Wars to a whole new generation. Let's move on from Star Wars now. The Star Wars talk. It's crazy to be able to get into Star Wars conversation even after I triggered all of my Star Wars fans and lost every one of them. Then they come back around Star Wars week. They're like, all right, we're good. And then I'm like, you know what I hate? Star Wars. I'm just kidding. I don't think I've ever said that. What do I think about Ryan's Brickbuster vids? I think they're good. I think it's fun to stir up the pot a little bit. Not necessarily my style to do the whole drama thing, because I feel like I like watching the videos, but I don't think I would ever want to do that because it invites the wrong type of people to your channel. And your channel is only as good as the community you have, and sometimes the people that engage in that kind of stuff aren't the people that you want around. Have I ever played a tabletop RPG? No. In fact, I haven't really played many video game RPGs either. Oh, we can talk about Block My Tech. Yeah, Block My Tech. Some of you OG brickitectLIVers, is that what we're calling you? We'll just call you brickitectLivers. You guys know about Block My Tech. He's I'm going to say my favorite hater, maybe one of my only haters, and he actually makes videos that like trash me and this kind of stuff. Then they're like so terrible. So I have the whole brickitectLIVer nation. We all go over and we crap all over this guy's videos, and it's all in good fun. He made a diss track, and then I made a video reacting back, and other people made diss tracks, and it was great. He's still alive. Today he pinned and hearted one of my comments, so I'm hoping that maybe he makes another video for us. He hasn't made a video in months and months, ever since we put the nail in the coffin on him, I guess. He needs to keep this going. I could drive so much traffic his way. We could like really have some fun engagement here. And it makes me sad that he's kind of just gone by the wayside. That's the thing about haters though, guys. If you ever get to the point where you have a hater, you're always going to outlast them. They might hate you now, and they might say some stuff, but you're always going to outlast them. They're not going to stick around long enough to see it through. Oh, Sir Brixalot's been here since the BB-8 build. Oh, God. That one's... No, not BB-8. I got to get the Porg so we can do that again. Zomskas, can I unban you from my other channel? No, I don't unban people. Once you're banned, you're banned. If you did something that resulted in a ban, it's just the way it is, man. I'm sorry. Any tips on Lego convention for a first timer? I'm going to one if nothing comes up before then. My first convention, when we went to Philly Brickfest last year, it was honestly one of my favorite weekends that I've ever had. Like, we went on Friday, we went to Philly Brickfest. We went to King of Prussia Mall, had a great time there. I actually got an iPad there, so that was cool. And met Lego Freak at the Lego store there. Got lost like crazy at King of Prussia. The next day, the convention was a lot of fun. We had a good dinner Friday night. Went swimming in the pool there. Man, it was just fantastic. The weather was great. Like, it was that first weekend where it went from being really crappy and cold and like winter to spring. So I have so many good memories of it, meeting the guys and meeting people at Philly Brickfest. I don't know what this year is going to be like. I say just go and try to meet some people there. I think a convention is only fun, though, if you know other people there. If you're just going to look around, it might be fun, but it was really great getting to meet people that I already knew. Oh, Aussie Brick Chick says, my haters just silently dislike stuff. Yeah, I have one hater. I'd say every day on Brickitect, I get one dislike, and it's within the first minute the video's up. So somebody out there, some unfortunate soul has subscriptions turned on. They got notifications turned on, and every day they get notified of my video. They click it. Hopefully they watch the ad, and then they dislike my video. And then that's like the only dislike I get for like the next 4,000 people that watch it. And this is what I'll say about someone that dislikes your video. If you're one of like the 2 people out of 5,000 people that watched a video that disliked it, I'm thinking it's probably you, and it's probably not the video. Like, if you had 5,000 people standing in a room and you pointed to 2 of them, or 2 of them stepped forward and said, I don't like that, but the rest of them were like, I either was okay with it or I really liked it, it's you, it's not me. So always think about that when you're making videos. If you do get some dislikes or whatever, I want to say it's just people that accidentally hit it, maybe, but I always get like one like right away. It's kind of weird. If you guys want to dislike this video, go ahead. If you want to like it, go ahead. YouTube, I mean, here's the truth about dislikes, and I always say this on streams so you guys know it if you're ever making videos and you see dislikes. YouTube doesn't care what people do. They just want them to engage with the video, whether that's leaving a comment, leaving a like. That's why every YouTuber you watch tells you to leave a like in the beginning of the video, because YouTube likes that. They're like, okay, people are engaged in this. So if you want to dislike this video, if you want to like it, that's fine. Either way, YouTube's not going to promote this video at all because it's a live stream. So it honestly doesn't matter what you do here other than if you want to show your support. And I look back and I'm like, oh, that had a lot of likes. Typically, I don't really look at it, but it's always, and I'm sure other creators can attest to this, you always do look at the dislikes. Like, I can't tell you how many likes my video today has. I couldn't even guess within 100 probably. But I can tell you it probably has like 3 or 4 dislikes. Is Brickstar going to Philly in 2020? I don't know. He's not going this year, which bums me out because we had a really great interaction last year and it was really fun. Meeting him and Clark Man went crazy and stuff. I'm just going for one day too, Alf. So I think one day is about all you need. If you want to go if you just want to go like the full time, it's fun. But for me, I've got a family and stuff, so it's hard for me to go that many days. If I didn't, I would probably go the whole time and do all the fun activities with everybody and get to know everybody. But this one is going to be pretty cool. This year, I know I'm really excited to replace Brickstar. I know Dave and Scott from Scott's Toys are going, and Clark is going to be stoked. I'm going to be stoked. I think it's going to be fun getting those guys together. They're probably going to go to that little Duplo area. They have like this huge Duplo like playground, and those guys will probably be rocking it out there and having fun. Maybe we can do one of the little Pinewood Derby race cars where you can build your own Lego car. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I still have to book my hotel. Should probably do that before prices start going up. When am I gonna buy the UCS Millennium Falcon? I don't know. I was gonna say at 50,000 subscribers, but it's starting to get dangerously close. So I'm gonna say no on that one. Oh, this is cool. Zom says, yesterday me and my sister got the Hogwarts set and we made your version of the castle with the full one. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely think you need 2 of those to make something complete, if you're into that. I saw that on display. I really love it. I have good memories of that. It was like this certain time in my life. I can look around in my room, and this is what really makes Lego collecting special, I think, especially for me. Maybe you feel the same way, but I look around the room and I see things that we've built, like the bigger sets, and I think about, when I got those, when we did the builds, we did them together. I think about the live streams, and so much of it it means a lot to me. Like I have the sentimental attachment to all these things. And I think about certain points in my life when I built these things. And I think that'll continue on. My thoughts on Fallout games, Jason asked before he goes. I love Fallout 3. I think one of the best PlayStation 3 games that I own, right behind Grand Theft Auto 4 and all the downloadable content or whatever you want to call it that came with that. Fallout 4 I have in my PlayStation 4 backlog. Haven't played it yet, but I heard the new one is absolute garbage, so I'll probably be skipping that one. Al says he'd like to meet us all in one day. Dude, Georgia to Philadelphia. Brickstar can do it, you can do it, but I wouldn't recommend it because that's a long drive. There's so many other ones that are way closer to you, I think. Like you could do Brick Fair, Virginia, which is still one heck of a haul. Oh, man. I couldn't imagine, like, I think about myself, like, I would never drive from Philadelphia to Georgia, no matter what convention was going there. So to say Brickstar is dedicated 100%. Like, can you imagine? That is a drive. Am I planning to get more Lego Movie 2 sets considering you and Clark had fun in Benny's Space Squad? Yes. I'm hoping the movie's amazing. I've said this before about the sets. So much of when I watch a movie, so much of how I feel about the sets comes from my feelings from the movie. If we go to this movie, which we're absolutely going to see opening day, and it turns out to be this amazing thing, and we love the movie and enjoyed it, I'm probably going to go all in on the sets. I don't know if I'll get them all, but I'm going to go crazy. Right now, on my wanted list, the party bus for sure. I added Emmett's tricycle to it as well. Unikitties or whatever, Sweetest Friends Ever. I want to get that one too with the chocolate bar. Who is it? Something Sweetest Friends. I don't know. I mean, I want to see the movie. Those are the ones I really want. The party bus is probably number 1 on my list at this point. Oh my goodness, we just got a donation. Mayo Hosco. Thank you, my friend. You made me feel important. Thank you. Zom says, I can't wait until Brickitect got the land down under so I can meet him. Go to the land down under. Dude, I got some Australia fans. If you guys want to put me up in a place to stay, I'll come visit you guys. Especially like right now where you're enjoying a beautiful summer and we're about to get dumped on with some snow, like a foot of snow over the weekend. Can I just fly out now and come hang out with you? Oh my goodness. Ginblade with $1. Thank you, my friend. You don't need to donate to me, dude. Save up for your Ninjago collection. PJ says, okay, need advice. Find a classifieds listing for Ninjago City under $200, but it's 4 hours away. Is it worth it for me to drive up there to pick it up? 4 hours. Let's talk about gas. How much gas are you going to spend? Assuming you get, let's say you get some pretty good gas mileage. Say you're driving like a Honda Civic. I don't know what you're driving. How much money are you going to spend in gas? Probably maybe 4 gallons. You're probably going to spend at least $20 in gas, I would say. And the time. It all, PJ, I'm going to say it really comes down to how much you value your time. If that 4 hours one way and 4 hours then coming back, dude, I think that's too far. I would just pay the $300 and have it shipped to your house while you sit there in your PJs and your robe and drink a hot chocolate or have a coffee. That's what I would do. For me, 8 hours of my life and the gas and wear and tear in your car isn't worth $100 savings personally. So I don't know. That's how I feel about it. You guys can comment on it though. Would you drive 8 hours to save $100? I don't think I would. EH wants to know if we can meet up. Well, if you're at Philly Brickfest, we'll meet up there. Or at the Lego store. Maybe, I think what I'm going to do, and I should have did this when I went to the Pittsburgh Lego store, I'm going to let people know that I'm going to be there. So if you're not going to Philly Brickfest, but you're in the Philadelphia area the day before Philly Brickfest, we'll put a time up and we can meet up there and stuff and hang out and have a good time and, you know, whatever you want to do. So I'm thinking about doing that. Do a meetup. I don't know how the Lego store is going to feel about that. It'd probably be like 2 people show up, so I think they'll probably be okay. But if it's a madhouse, it might be bad. Lego Words asks, what about the Batman set for Clark? Which one are you talking about, my friend? PJ says, seriously, it's a full day of driving. It's just such a good price. Again, I value that 8 hours. Jim Blade says, are you still up for Denny's on Friday night? Maybe. We went to Outback Steakhouse last time. Anybody ever have some Outback? That's my jam. They got some delicious steak there. Bloomin' Onion. If you've never had a Bloomin' Onion in your life, go get yourself a Bloomin' Onion and then come back and say thank you. New Storyteller says, do I want to play Wacky Wheels? I don't know what that is, so I'm going to say no. Lego Freak says, I wish I could have went to Ross Park to see you guys. My grandpa was really ill then. I remember that. Yeah, dude, that's fine. It could have been the second meetup of Lego Freak and Clark Man. Hey, Lego Freak. Lego Freak. Lego Freak says, we will only get Wendy's since Jim Blade loves it so much. Jim Blade says, we could do Outback. We just need a meme from our visit. Yeah, hopefully it's not the bathroom one. And this is only going to work if Brickdalot's going. I'm going to talk to him about it again. Speaking of that, I know Brickdalot's not here, but I messaged him on Instagram and I said, Brickdalot, I want to do a live stream with you. Mano y mano one of these days. And he said he's down. I said, you let me know the time and place and we'll make it happen. So a brickitectLIVE / Brickdalot collab is going to happen here eventually. And I think you guys will probably enjoy that one. I'm going to try to get him to tell a bunch of stories. They can be, I'll age restrict it even. I'll age restrict the stream, so you'll have to tell everyone. You'll have to tell them that you're 18 years older. And we'll have Brickdalot tell some of his craziest stories ever. That's what I'll title the stream. Brickdalot's craziest stories ever. Denny's or IHOP. I've never been to an IHOP, I don't think. So I'm going to have to go Denny's. But I think they're probably comparable. We don't have an IHOP around here. One thing they do have in the King of Prussia Mall is a Chick-fil-A, which I need to hit that up. Maybe we can do a meetup at Chick-fil-A. I'll buy you lunch. First person there, I'll buy you lunch. Age restricted and demonetized. Yes, it would have to be. I'd be willing to give up the 28 cents that I'll make from the live stream of me and Brickdalot to hear the most crazy stories that he has. New Storyteller says that Wacky Wheels is an MS-DOS game. Yeah, I've never gone back that far, my friend. What's 40 degrees Celsius converted to Fahrenheit? I need to know because that's what the temperature is. Down under. EH says we're going to slap Greg's steak in the floor and then take a picture of it and we'll be famous. Wow. That's brutal, man. That's ruthless. Slapping a dude's steak in the floor. That's like the worst thing you can do to somebody. Probably still eat it though, you know. I'm not going to throw away an Outback steak. I mean, let's be honest here. Lego Word says, I gotta go. Goodbye. Have a nice night. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the nice gesture when you left. I love the little hand wave emoji that you did there. Appreciate all you guys for being here. I know this is kind of a weird stream or whatever. We don't really even talk about Lego, but I appreciate, right now we have 41 people here. You guys are awesome for hanging out with me. 105 degrees. Okay. All right, that's a little too warm for me. I can't go down under just yet. I think I'd rather do it the cold because you can put a sweatshirt on or a hat or whatever. You can't do much about 105 degrees outside other than stay inside. Jim Blade has my quote of the stream. I'd probably still eat it. Greg 2019. Maybe that'll be the title of this stream. When's the next Home Alone with Clark? It will be. I'll tell you when it's going to be. I'm filming it on Monday, January 21st, this coming Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I think I did one last year, so I thought it'd be fun to do one the same day, a year later, so we can compare how things were then to now. Dr. Gonzo says, anyone having trouble finding Benny's Space Squad at Target or Walmart? Yeah, it's a hard set to find these days, apparently. They had 3 of them at my Target at one point, but they're sold out now again. So people are buying them like crazy. I know Lego's kicking themselves for making that a $10 set. They should have thrown Benny and Lenny and Jenny and who's the other one? They should have thrown all of those into like a $20 set or $30 set along with like a bigger build. They'd make so much bank off that because people would still buy it for the minifigs. Instead, they make the best Lego Movie 2 set a $10 set, which I imagine is selling like hotcakes, but they could be making more bank off that. Ooh, the Sans Build stuff's here. She says, I found it when I didn't have the money. As soon as payday came, it was sold out. Isn't that the way things work? Timing sometimes it just doesn't happen. I think you'll find it though. I think it's still sold out on Lego's website. But for $10, that's one that's never going to be clearanced. You're not going to find it on clearance. It's probably never going to drop in price. So just bite the bullet, pay the $10 if you have the cash on you, and enjoy. I hear about people getting like hundreds of them and stuff. I don't really see a need for that. I imagine like having one is probably enough for me at least. I wouldn't mind having a second one that I just keep sealed and never open, but it seems kind of wasteful. That was really cool for Bricktastic Productions to send that to me. Speaking of mail, I went to the post office today and there's a mystery Amazon box in there. I thought about making this a series. Anything that I get from Amazon that's just in like a mystery box, I thought about making just like its own video. So my idea was I take that box, I open it up, and whatever's in there I build in that video. Does that sound like a cool idea to you guys? Because sometimes what I'll do is I'll do mail time and it's like, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, and then I end up doing it in later video. But what if I just made that Amazon thing its own video, assuming that it's a Lego set inside? I don't know how I'd be able to tell that other than shaking it, but just, cut it open, whatever's in there, that's the set I build. So you could really, if you really hated me, you could buy some type of really terrible set, and then it's like I'm kind of committed to it, so I'd have to build it. But I don't think you would do that to me, and I don't think you'd go through the expense of sending it. Amazon's definitely the way to, if you're going to send a Lego set to somebody, and I've done this before for Lego Freak and Jim Blade and everything, the way to send mail to people is to buy it through Amazon and have it shipped to another place, because honestly, that $10 set, it would have cost them probably, I don't know, $4 to $7 to ship it. So had he gone to Walmart and bought that and then shipped it out, it would have been, almost as much as the set to send. Speaking of that, oh man, Creepy Santa, the contest for that, I sent that to the Netherlands, to Marfan. It cost me $30 to send a $10 set. At that point, I was like, well, I've committed to this, but it just makes zero sense. Like, would you spend $30 to send something that's worth $10? Just seemed. I think future contests to me they're going to do like U.S. only, or if you live, or maybe just make it like a shout out type contest or whatever, where it's like, hey, if you win this, I'm going to shout you out like crazy, get people to come to your channel. It's just crazy to spend $30 on something like that. Unless it's a big set, then it's probably worth it. Like I would spend $30 to send like $100 set maybe, but it was just dumb. It really shows you just how much they subsidize notifications. I turned notifications on Instagram and probably shouldn't have done that because now my phone's going crazy. I tried turning them on for YouTube and it was just blowing my phone like exploded, so I had to like turn that back off. PJ says, I'm excited to see all the pink classic Lego mocks, old classic spaceships, but all in pink and pink minifigs. That'd be kind of cool. Let me see. I'm going down through the chat here. As I was going off on rants, I was not paying attention to the chat, so apologize. If you guys said something, I can totally recover it if you want to say it again. Zom says, I was going to send you a package from Australia. It would cost $50, and there would have been loads of Australian stuff and a cool Lego set from you as well. Well, that would have been cool, but I wouldn't wish $50 mailing fee upon anyone or postage for anyone. That's crazy. I always have a lot of respect for people that send me stuff from outside the United States. I get a lot of stuff from the UK, and I've sent stuff to the UK before, and I know how expensive that is. So I think it goes without saying just how much I appreciate that and just the dedication there to do that. Because you think about it, you're just some person. You're like, man, I really like this guy's videos. I'm going to put some things in a box that cost me money, and then I'm going to go to the store or to the post office, which costs me money unless you walk. And then you go there and they're like, that'll be, 15 pounds to send that. And it's like, wow. So that's always cool to get stuff. And I love getting things that you can't ordinarily get around here. And it's fun getting sets because it gives me content to make. So that's really cool too. Like that video, the Space Squad video, that was cool getting that mail time. I was really stoked about that. And I created the video for the next day. So it's like, man, that's really fun. And that was one that I probably still wouldn't have because I didn't go to the Target at the right time to get it. Ozam says I could send you a postcard. That'd be cool. Write the temperature on your postcard when you send it out. I'm going back through the chat now. If you guys have any new topics or anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Dr. Gonzo says his Target only has one Lego Movie 2 set out. Everything else is missing. Walmart has everything else but the Space Squad set. My Walmart doesn't have anything out. Well, no, they might have a couple. I'll have to go back and look. I think within the last week, everyone's saying Walmart got everything out. But I'm thinking that Space Squad is probably not there because everybody's snagging them. What's the next CMF licensed theme you'd like to see? Well, there's rumors that it's going to be Disney. I would love to see that. Or Toy Story. That's another rumor. I'd like to see that too. Brickman's here. He says, good evening, Greg. How you guys doing? Welcome, Brickman. Hope the move's going okay for you. You've inspired me to start getting back heavy into... I was watching your Instagram posts of you're collecting Hot Wheels and some Matchbox. We got 2 new Matchboxes at Kmart. You'll see them in tomorrow's video, I think. Depending on how I edit the video up, because I think most people just want to see the Lego stuff, and beyond that, it's going to be like, all right, I'm over this. We got, I think it's a 1960s Nissan Matchbox, and we also got a piece of construction equipment as well. Really cool. Yeah, Toy Story theme would be awesome. One of the mocks that I'd like to make this year, I don't think I've shared this yet. You guys know the little alien, the guy that's like, the claw. I want to make a grabber machine, not a functioning one, just for display purposes, that has a bunch of those guys in there. So it'd have to be pretty big. And I want to have like the claw inside of it. Maybe one of them's already picked up by the claw. And I just want it to, to sit on my desk here. Have a bunch of clear windows and stuff in the front so you can see inside of it, and just have a pile of those little dudes stacked in there. Dr. Gonzo says, had I a chance to talk to my accountant about the Lego sets being a tax write-off because it creates content for your home business. I'm sure they'll work as that. I'm going to keep I need to go through and document all money that I've spent. It's difficult though because I've spent some through Lego, I've spent some through Walmart, I've spent some through Amazon. This year I'm going to do a much better job of keeping record of that. But I imagine they're a write-off because I did buy those for the purpose of sharing them or documenting them on what is my business, which is a Lego channel. PJ says, that's a cool idea. Put one minifig from a bunch of previous themes. Oh, he's talking to Alf. Okay. Oh, yeah, that would be a cool series. If they did, what they should do is a CMF series of all the themes of Lego. Like they did with the police officer. That could be like city. And then they could have space. They could have pirates. Oh, my God. That would destroy. Those things would be as hot as Benny Space Squad, as you can see with Benny Space Squad. If you threw a little Benny in there, but like a classic one, it would be the biggest thing ever. A ninja? No, we wouldn't put a ninja in there. I'm just kidding. Adam says I'm being ignored. He says, do I like Doctor Who? No, I've never seen it. But yeah, that would be, man, I didn't even think about that, but that'd be so awesome. I need to, speaking of 2019 and things that are coming up, I still need to make my list of stuff that I want to get from 2019, my set wanted list. Should have did that today when Clarkman was gone, but I ended up editing a bunch of videos, ran a bunch of errands, went and bought some sleds because it's going to snow here this weekend, and every time it snows, I'm like, dang, we need a sled. I bought 2 sleds so me and Clarkman can race. Yeah, so this morning was kind of busy. Did the post office, did some recycling. I had to do a return through Amazon, I had to return through B&H Photo. I had to take those to 2 different places. That was annoying. Dr. Gonzo says, I'm curious if the sets and backlog counts towards the write-off for only those that you made videos on. Yeah, I think you commented on this, and my response to you, I actually put a written response. I bought them, and you don't have to build a set to do a video on it. I do hauls of everything I buy, therefore it's in the video. And plus, my channel isn't my building journey, it's my collecting journey. So I bought, according to what I could tell the government into my accountant, is I bought that set for the sole purpose of sharing it on my channel. Not for anything other than that, not to put on a shelf or whatever. I bought it to share, and I made a video sharing it. You have evidence of it there. Whether it's built or not is irrelevant. I've made a video on it. Like, I could take the set, bring it home, kick it across the house, and it's still a tax write-off because it's for my channel. I would consider it to be, or say you're a mock builder and you bought that set, be the same principle because you bought the pieces to build something else out of. Whether you actually built something out of it or not, it's the same thing as buying paper for your printer that you haven't printed, you haven't printed anything out on it, but you still bought the paper, right? I guess that's the easiest way of explaining it. I bought a pen for my business just because I don't have verification that I've written with the pen yet. I still bought that pen for my business, if that makes sense. So technically everything that I do, I mean, we were talking about this on My Good Morning World. If you think about it, being that I'm a vlogger, technically everything that I do could be a tax write-off. I go out for dinner and I film it. It was because I was creating a documentary of my day. We go on vacation. I'm going there because I'm making a travel video. It's really a gray area, so I'm really curious to talk to my accountant about it, and I will 100% report back on that because you could really go crazy with this. But I feel like the crazier you get, the more chance you have to being audited, but I have receipts on everything. In most cases, though, I mean, if you want to talk taxes, and I know this is where everyone's probably going to leave, in most cases, taking the standard deduction is the most smart thing to do. I think the standard deduction for a married couple is almost $20,000 right now. So unless you have more than $20,000 of expenses, which I really don't think that I do, in most cases, at least for normal people that work regular jobs, and in some cases self-employed people when you don't have a lot of expenses for your business, it makes the most sense to take the standard deduction because I have not spent that much money. In fact, operating a YouTube channel is probably, from your home, it's probably one of the least expensive businesses that you can run, but you can write off, when you have a home business, you can write off your internet, you can write off a percentage of your heating. It all depends on what percentage of your home your business occupies. There you go, guys. The only danger is an audit, but the nice thing about an audit is the fact that the person responsible for the taxes, if you go to an accountant, is the accountant. If you gave them the receipts and the materials and they do something that's fishy or shady or whatever they do, that's on them. That's not on the person that they're filing for. Which is the reason that if you are going to start going crazy with write-offs and stuff like that, you probably should have a professional do your taxes. PJ says, isn't the standard deduction increasing due to the new tax bill too? I'm not sure. I know it went from like $12,000 like a year or two ago to $20,000. It might even been last year. So it's really going to help out a lot of people for getting some pretty substantial tax returns. And the government should honestly try to give people the biggest tax returns possible, because the truth is people don't save money. They're going to take that money and they're going to go blow it as fast as they get it. They're going to be buying TVs. They're going to be buying new cars, putting it towards cars. They're going to be buying junk, stuff that doesn't have any value. But that helps the economy. So it's one way of helping the economy. Yeah, Dr. Kanzo said exactly. I'm in school to be an accountant. So make sure you don't do any fishy stuff, because it's not worth losing any of your stuff or going to jail or having fines or whatever. Yep, Jim Blade's right. They're going to put it right back in the economy. Very few people that get tax returns just take that money and put it in their savings account. Some people save it for like their taxes or like their tax bill, like property taxes. But the majority of people just go blow it because it's like a windfall. You know, the government takes all this money out of your paycheck each month or every 2 weeks or whenever you get paid. And then all of a sudden you get some of it back. And it's like, hey, I have free money. I'm going to go spend it on stuff. What did I do at my old job? I was the branch manager at a finance company. So I know what people spend their money on. And typically they spend more than they make, and it causes big problems for a lot of people. Titanium J says, I'm going to head out. Good night, everyone. I think it's about time for us all to head out. It's going on 11 o'clock for me. I'm trying to maintain a little bit better sleep schedule these days. I've been getting up a little bit earlier. With Clark going to preschool now, it's spurred me to work out. I do that every morning now. Today was my lowest weight that I've been since I started working out. I'm down about 4 pounds, which is good. I'm trying to lose, let's see, another 15 pounds more to get back down to where I was like when I became self-unemployed. So, yeah, trying to get there. I find, and I'll leave you on this piece of advice, I find whatever you put your focus into is the thing that you'll get, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you focus on the fact that you're going to do things a little bit differently than you did before, you're going to maybe eat a little bit better. I've been not taking any calories in. This is going to turn into a fitness thing here for a second, but stay with me on this. I've been not taking any calories in through drinks. I've been watching like carbs that I've eaten. I've been not eating like snacks like I used to, not late night snacks. Trying to just do protein and stuff and making sure that I try to expend as many calories as I can. You put your focus on that and you start tracking it and pay attention to it. That's where you find success. It's things in your life that you ignore. Those are the things that get out of hand. And that's kind of what happened with me. It could be with anything. It could be finances like we're talking about there. It could be your room being messy. I mean, I try to bring this back to maybe some of the audience that's watching this. It could be really anything. If you put a focus on something and you track it and monitor it, maybe set goals in that, you will find success in it. Even if it's just small steps, you'll find that. And you'll find that in pretty much anything you do. So make sure you guys focus on the things you want in life. Don't focus on the negative things. Focus on the positive things. And really do your best to get there, even if it's just taking small steps, whatever that is. Whatever your goals are for this year or this month or even tomorrow. What's your goal for tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to come, and get up, do something towards it. So we'll leave you on that one, guys. Advice Detect is heading out for the night. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with me here tonight. I really appreciate your time, appreciate the donations, appreciate the conversation. It was really great. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. I'll maybe try to do one tomorrow night. I'm either going to do, I want to do shopping for Lego on eBay deals, or I want to do a boot Lego shopping. I want to do a shopping thing here. So stay tuned for that. I'll figure out which one I want to do. And whichever one I don't do, we'll do the other one the following week, and we'll have fun with it. So thank you guys. And as always, next stream.